January was an amazing month, and in this report, I will tell you all about it. Hi, my name is Angela, and I'm the shelter manager. And in January, we rescued, sheltered, and protected 145 animals. We helped 119 horses, 13 donkeys, 3 mules, 1 cat, and 9 goats. We help horses through our 2 programs. One program that we have is here at our shelter in Hohenwald, Tennessee, and then we have a global safety net program where we have helped animals in 13 different states. 5 in Arizona, 18 in California, 16 in Colorado, 1 in Florida, 2 in Illinois, 2 in Kentucky, 5 in Missouri, 1 in North Dakota, 8 in South Carolina, 38 here in Tennessee, 31 in Texas, 7 in Virginia, and 6 in Wisconsin. Not only were we able to help all those horses here in the United States, through our global safety net program, we're able to help 5 horses in Indonesia. At our shelter here in Tennessee, we were able to rescue 28 precious lives in the month of January. We had 13 horses, 2 donkeys, 3 mules, 1 cat, and 9 goats. The goats came from a very desperate situation. They were undernourished, and the owner felt like they couldn't care for them. We're so thankful that they reached out to us. Of the 28 animals here at Horse Plus, 15 of them came from owner surrenders and 13 were auction rescues. We have an amazing team that cares for our animals here at Horse Plus Humane Society, and Jenna, our licensed vet tech, is going to tell you more about the horses that are sheltered here.
Through the end of this month, we have sheltered 74 animals, which come from all different species. From 2021, we had 35 horses, 5 mules, and 5 cats. From 2022, we had 14 horses, 2 donkeys, 3 mules, 1 cat, and 9 goats. With that does come a lot of different care. Doc is here at least once a week, sometimes more, just depending on what we need that week at the shelter, and he always is available on an emergency basis. We have Garrett, our farrier, who is out here every Thursday helping us get our horses up to date on that, and then we have Quint every other Monday. A lot of them have had really long feet before they've came to us. That is one of the things that we see neglected the most in horses. So working with our 2 farriers, we're making a schedule to make sure that everyone is getting treated as soon as they can, and then also staying on a schedule while they're with us. This month we did have 4 animals pass away. Unfortunately, a lot of the times when we have animals pass away, it's because they come into our care in such rough shape and it's just too late. We did have a couple goats pass away, as well as some horses. This month we did have to euthanize and give the last act of kindness to 15 horses. Most of their problems range from severe leg issues, whether it be previous injuries, founder, and we did have a few with some broken legs, and then we had some horses with respiratory issues. When we have horses with respiratory issues, we are working with Doc nonstop, and we are doing different treatment plans. Something new that the medical team is doing this year is we are having all of our euthanasia reports be public. Those are public now. What those are going to include is every horse's name, when they were brought into our shelter, the date of euthanasia, as well as the method and by who it was done. These euthanasia reports are going to go in detail kind of the horse's medical history and the issues they were having and how we're working on treating them. One of my favorite patients that unfortunately we did have to give the last act of kindness to was Mistletoe. He was one that was probably my favorite to work with. He did have multiple times a day treatments, and that included antibiotics as well as different supplements, medications that Doc had prescribed him. For a while there, he was making great progress in his ability to get up and walk, as well as his blood work. Eventually, though, his progress did stall, and we did make the decision to take him to the specialist to figure out why. Unfortunately, we did find out that the reason his progress was stalling was because his congenital issues were getting worse. And ultimately, he was starting to have neurologic issues on the left side of his body. We know you guys all loved him, and we absolutely loved him here. And unfortunately, it is one that was very sad to say goodbye to, but it was for the best for him. We do have a full video showing the whole vet visit that we did with him and a little bit of his journey, and that is on YouTube. But what is super exciting is we had our largest number of adoptions this month ever.
We did 43 adoption placements in the month of January, which is the most we've done in January. I do the applications, which we make sure that the people are fully vetted before they even come to the appointments to assure that horses get good homes. So we have this stack of adoptions from January, and I'm just going to highlight a few because we did have quite a few. We adopted out Joy, who had been here 404 days. That was our longest one that we had that was adopted out in 2022. We get daily updates about her progress. She's doing really great with more one-on-one training. We adopted out a kitty named Dwayne that went with the same people who adopted Callum. He is a good little kid pony, and he has two kids that love him already. Skinny and Cody got adopted together. Skinny had been here a little while too. He is now guarding goats, and Cody went to someone who is kind of new to the horse world, but they are already reaching out again, ready to expand their little horse family. We adopted out Phantom, which was really bittersweet, and it's still kind of hard coming in and not seeing him. We're excited he has kids to love on him. Wildfire and Dahlia got adopted together, and that was really exciting. We have already received updates on them as well. They look very happy and healthy in their new home. Sirius and Kato also got adopted together to someone who just loves donkeys. Charlie was another pasture pet that was adopted out, and it's great that he's found somewhere, a good home to take care of him. Cadence and Taz were two more of our pasture pets that got adopted out together. It's just amazing when we have people that, want to take home pets that they're not going to be able to ride, but they can still really enjoy. Sugar Plum was adopted out with Precious, and they both got a really good home. Pilgrim was our shelter transfer that is going to be used in a therapy program to help people. Trinity got a really good home with a little girl that is gonna just love her, and we've already received updates on her. Baya is doing great as well. She went to someone who was adopted from us before, and Pluto went to someone who is a trainer. So we know that he's gonna get good care and learn a lot with her. Camelot was our other pasture pet that got adopted. We have received an update on him as well. He's doing great. Rico got a good home as well. Someone who was very excited to take him home. Butterscotch and Gonzo both went to a good home together, and we have received updates on them. And then Kaya was one that was an owner surrender in January and then turned around and got adopted the same month. I love being in the adoption department. I get to follow up with all the adopters. They send picture updates, and it's so great to see the progress that the horse has made, just seeing them from auction intake all the way to their new homes. It is awesome that we had 43 adoptions in the month of January, the most that we have ever had in the month of January, and our grants department also did amazing.
In January, the Global Safety Net program, we helped save 117 equines total. For the auction rescue, we helped a total of 14. We helped geld 21 stallions. There was 9 horses that needed the last act of kindness, and we had 72 urgent need applications that came in and we approved, and 1 shelter transfer. The auction rescue grant, whenever you apply, you'll tell us how many you're gonna rescue, and we can do 500 a horse up to 5 horses, which is 2,500 total. The auction rescue grant is important because it serves our whole mission to save horses from the slaughter pipeline. You can apply for the gelding grant globally or in the United States, whether you're a nonprofit organization or a private horse owner. With the gelding grant, we require 3 pictures for about every grant we do. It's a side shot on each side and a head shot. We require their name, breed, sex, age, and color. Our urgent need grant, it helps nonprofit organizations with a variety of needs. One of our urgent needs that we had received was for Izzy. She was a little pony. She had severely overgrown hooves. They were beyond a basic farrier trim. It required multiple x-rays to determine how her hooves and leg structures were due to the critical neglect. Luckily, we were able to approve that grant, and she was scheduled an appointment, and she got her hooves cut as far as they could at the time. We're really happy to be able to help Izzy and all the equines through this grant program. With our Grants and Assistant program, we were able to give out $18,357.50 just in January. Auction rescue was $6,757.50. The stallions gelded was $2,100 even. Our last act of kindness was $1,350. The urgent needs was $7,900, and the shelter transfer was $250. In this month, we were able to help with our Global Safety Net program 20 different organizations with 105 equines, along with 7 private horse owners and 12 equines.
Our Global Safety Net program is helping so many horses across the United States and around the world, and I'm really excited that our team combined together with their shelter here in Tennessee and the grants, we were able to help 145 precious lives just in January. None of this would be possible without you, our amazing supporters. I hope you've enjoyed watching this January report. We would love to hear what you think of it, if there's any changes you'd like to see, or something that you'd really like us to add into this report. And again, thank you so much for being a true horse hero, because without you, the work we do would not be possible. So thank you.